Today we are going to learn how to play Vultures by John Mayer on an acoustic guitar. It's going to be an acoustic cover tutorial, how I love to do it. This is one of my favorite songs by John Mayer. It changed all my guitar playing when I first heard it. It was like the first album I really heard of John Mayer was the Where the Light Is album. And when he does this with the trio, it's so epic. And for me, it's been like, how can I try and create that vibe with just an acoustic guitar? And so if you can see on the bottom here on the screen over here, there is a loop pedal, and this is my Looper X. And so in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I play it acoustically, and how you can do it as well, and then how I loop it, and then how I also solo over it. So you can pretty much do everything that I do in my cover of Vultures, and I'll also link cover of me doing Vultures in the description as well, because today I think we did a really good cover of it, so I'll post that one. It's a new one that we got. I had so much fun playing it. We had a lot of people in the chat, so it was good vibes. If you're new here, my name is Luan. I'm a professional musician, live streamer. I also graduated from Berklee College of Music with a scholarship, and we have a free online music school where all the courses are free for you guys to go through. So the link's in my description if you want to jump in there, jump into the school. You'll see all the classroom stuff, have heaps of fun, learn what you want to do. I'm going to put this lesson in the looping section for tutorials, because it'll be like a song tutorial and also like a looping tutorial. And if you decide you want to sign up and be a member in our community, we do Q&As every month, and we do a bunch of like musical challenges every week. So there's a lot of great musicians that you can learn from and work with, and share your progress and just be a part of something really cool. So let's get right into this. So I'm going to show you right off the bat, this is what it sounds like when I am playing Vultures. So when I'm playing Vultures, this is what the loop is. I'm going to smash it down. 3, 2, boom.
Give up, give up, give up,
Oh,
give up,
oh. And you can add that little riff if you want.
give up, give up, give up, give up, give up.
So that's what the loop is in the background. I typically don't loop when it comes to me singing it acoustically, but I do the loop for when I want to do a big ass guitar solo. So if you look at my cover, you'll see me just like ripping a solo for like 4 minutes. It's just like, honestly, some of the best fun I've ever had with my loop pedal was once we figured out how to loop this song. It's really, really cool. But anyway, that's what it sounds like. So I'll give you one more quick sound. So I've got acoustic track, and I've got a bass track, drum track, and then a vocal track. That's a guitar track. Super chill. And then I just got like my little backing vocal. So that's all that's happening. Yeah, we're going to go through, like in this tutorial, we'll go chords, and then I'll show you guys how I do a little bit of improvisation with the chords, because I like to do a little cool like guitar fills, Hendrix style, or like John Mayer style, how you guys hear the song in the Where the Light Is album. And then we'll go into the looping, and then how I would do like my electric guitar solos, because I grab my electric guitar usually for the ending. All right, now we're going to clear this loop, and let's get into some chords. Let me just fix the screen as well, just so that you're not seeing like the loop pedal always. All right, perfect. I think I fixed it. Boom. Now, the song itself is incredibly easy. You don't actually need to overthink the song. It is 3 chords. I play a F sharp minor 7, and then I go to an A, and then a B, and that's it. You don't need to do anything. Now, however you are comfortable with doing your triads and things like that, you can mess around with it. But for instance here, F sharp minor, I just grab that here on the 2nd fret, boom. Now I'm gonna go from the 2nd fret low E string, that's where I'm barring. So I'm barring the whole 2nd fret, so I'm going low E string, 2nd fret, 4th fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D string, 2 on the G, 2 on the B, 2 on the E. And if you want to do it like that, you can do it like that. And then we're going to be going up, and if you are really bad at bar chords, just get your E shape that you would normally play an open chord, slide it up. You're going to bar the first, you're going to, with your first finger, bar the 5th fret. So starting on the low E string, it's 5 on the E, and then your 3rd finger is going to be on the 7 on the A, 7 on the D string, and then 6th fret on the G string, and then you're barring the 5th fret on the B string, 5th fret on the E string. And then you just slide that whole position up 2 frets. So you're doing that. And keep it really, really simple, because when you're trying to learn how to sing and play the song, it can be very intimidating, because like you might hear me doing like a like that is a bit trickier, and you can see that I'm bringing my thumb over the neck, and instead of doing it like this, I'm doing my thumb over the neck. Whatever is comfortable for you. The chords don't change. They're very, very simple. Very, very easy. So I would start, if you're trying to learn how to sing and play this, very, very simple changes. We have a whole course on how to sing and play any song that you want to play. So just go to our school, the link's in the bio, whatever, and you can just go through that course and then just apply our frameworks on how we do it. This is exactly how I learn every single song. But do the chord changes really simple with your vocal, and then it'll make life a lot easier. And so you'll be like, some of us are hardly ever here. The rest of us are born to disappear. How do I stop myself from being just a number? How will I hold my hand to keep from going under? Now, this is the only part that it changes. We're still playing the same chords that you know how to play, but you're only going to be playing the A chord and the B chord. And then you're going to go down to the wire. I wanna but I walk through the fire. If this is what it takes to take me even higher, then I come through like I do when the world keeps testing me now, yeah. And then that's as basic as I would kind of do it. But yeah, that's just the framework. Just start from there and then start adding your like cool rhythms and things that you do in the future. You can add that in the future. Now, that's pretty much the chords. Nothing else. The verse is just doing that F sharp minor, A, B, and then when you get to the chorus, it's just an A, holding a longer, and then a B. So, so it's very, very chill. So you're just holding on the A, holding on the B, and that's it. Nothing crazy. Now, the thing that you just heard me do, I did like a little guitar fill. Now, this is a bit more advanced for any improvising people, or any, like if you get into playing guitar solos and stuff, you can fill this song out really, really well. And it's a really, really cool song to just like learn the skill of how to improvise on your own. And you hear like the true skill of this comes out when you play in trios where you don't have another guitarist, or you're playing solo and you are the only person. And you need in real time to just like rip out a cool little melody or a really like cool little fill. And so this is a really awesome trick that I learned from listening to Hendrix and obviously like Stevie Ray Vaughan and John Mayer. So you can hear I'm just like ripping into this and having heaps of fun. So you don't need to have a backing track or doing anything like that. And so that is what I would normally play after the chorus. Now the trick to it is never disrespect the rhythm. The rhythm is So what I will do is I'll do the first round of the chord progression. I'll be like, and then on the next one I'll hit the bass note. And then I do my fill for the rest of that progression. And then I come back into the start of the progression again with the chords. So you hear it like this. Chords, fill, chords, chords, fill, chords. So you can have a lot of fun with this. Now, with the scale that I'm using, minor pentatonic is perfect. So just vibe on your pentatonic. It's all about getting into the groove anyway. I don't really care if you're super beginner, you don't have, I mean, look, if you're super beginner, I wouldn't be jumping into this kind of thing right away. I would just focus on singing and playing and having fun. But if you kind of know a bit about improvisation, don't think about the scale, just think about the groove, because we've got this or if you've got the groove, that anywhere I extract whatever that groove is, anywhere on the minor pentatonic will sound cool. It will sound like I'm connecting to the song, and that's what we really want. It's the rhythms that make you sound really cool, especially when you're doing this style of soloing. So definitely give that a shot. Don't sleep on it, please. And don't the number one mistake that I see everyone do is they will go and they'll do the chords, and they will think that their solo matters. They'll be like, you see how I lost time there? If you lose time, you're done. So that's 100%. That's the game. Lose time, you're done. So if you're going to do this, keep it simple. No crazy stuff. And then as you get better, you can add crazy stuff. But as long as you never lose time, so that boom. And then once you're better, nearly lost it. Now, there's something else in here, and this is more for our advanced players that know a little bit about modes or whatever. I don't encourage you learning how to play, I don't encourage you practicing modes. That's a really, really massive waste of time. But learning about modes and how you can apply them is really wicked. This song is sitting in what we call the Dorian mode. And the only reason I tell you this is because there's one note that can stick out like a sore thumb, and it is so tasty if you can bring it in really, really well. And it's this note right here. Yeah. Ooh, the natural six. It is so sexy. So if you're playing a minor pentatonic, it's right here. So if the root note's here. Boom. Ah, so glorious. And now you're going to hear it in action. Oh. Oh. So really, really, really cool note to bring out and on the guitar. So I would highly, 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 highly recommend it. And the chord that it's gonna like super, super slap over is on the B chord, because it's the third of the B, which is here. So make sure if you're going to add that note, you do it towards the end of the progression. So instead of going like, you can, if you do it at the start, it implies that you're about to play a B. And then if you do it on the B, you're completely connecting to the B chord. So you got. Oh, you see? Now, that's sexy. I love that. That stuff makes me like incredibly happy. And when you hear me improvise over it, that's a really, really cool thing. So, I don't need you to be shredding out Dorian modes and all that stuff. Just know that that note there exists, and it's the third of the B chord that's going to come out, and that's why it's really, really important. And that's why this is like a Dorian sounding improvisation. But don't think that you need to know how modes work and do all that. You just need to know that that note exists and now apply it rhythmically and groove wise with everything that you want to do. All right, now let's sneak back into the looping, because pretty much from there, y'all are good. Just have fun. If that's all you want to do and you want to play acoustically, that's all you need to know. You could just groove that. We'll hardly ever hear, and then you go to the chorus. Down to the wire, I want it water. Like, you've got it all down. Down to the fire, if this is what it takes. And then when you're coming back and you're out of the chorus, don't give up, give up, give up, give up. So like you could pretty much do everything that I do. Now you've got all the information. Hook in, have heaps of fun. It's great. It's a lot of fun to play that song. But now let's get back to our, let me push the button that gets our looper pedal out. So if you've got a loop pedal and you want to copy what I do, this is how I do it. So I stack my loop, especially trying to connect with how he does the where the light is. So I'm trying to extract all the elements that are happening within the trio, and then that's how I've built my loop. So I'm gonna get the backing vocal, or the give up, give up, give up, and then the drum beat. I want to try and keep it quite clean. And what I like to do is I try to simulate the boom, like get the clap that they kind of do at the end, so that I can do like a little bit of a solo. And then the bass is really, really simple. So typically I would have finished that whatever that part that I. It's so weird just jumping into it. Don't give up, give up, give up. So this is where I'm about to do my loop. So as I'm singing the give up, I start tracking my guitar part. So it'll be like, don't give up, give up, give up. Give up, give up, give up. Now I'm going to go over and record this harmony. Give up, give up, give up. Don't give up, give up, give up. Don't give up, give up, give up. Don't give up, give up, give up. I kind of was a bit out of time on that one. So now that I've got my vocal harmony that I've recorded, YOLO, whatever it is, I've got my guitar track and I've got my vocal harmony. Now I'm going to get my bass track. So give up, give up, give up. 2, 3, go. Give up, give up, give up. Give up, give up, give up. Give up. So I got that. Got my snare hit going. And that's going to really help me out when I'm doing like mad ass solos. Now when I get to my bass track, I'm going to be really, like with the bass track, I try to keep it moderately simple. I do like an octave at the beginning, and then I do root fifth on the second round. So I'll be like... And sometimes I switch it around. So sometimes I'll go like... So you can see how I alternate between the two. So I don't know what I do. Sometimes I do it octave, sometimes I do the fifth. Whenever you hear me do it, it is what it is. Just do whatever you think is cool. You can either do an octave on the A, or you could do a fifth. I don't know exactly what Pinot does in it, but I'm pretty sure it's something similar to that. So I would just come into that. 3, 4. And now I've got my whole structure pretty much done. And if I want to, I can add my a little guitar fill. But I don't really want to fill up heaps on the guitar track, because I find that when I do my solos and stuff, then it kind of really like wrecks it if I have heaps and heaps of like guitar stuff. Now, this is the point where I usually grab my electric guitar. So if you see me do the cover, this is how I'll do it. So I jump in. you can now do whatever you want. So the way at this point now, I'm like, I'm done. I'm not going to overdub anything. And then I just swap to my like time to shred mode. And the way this looper works is I can like take tracks out however I want it. So I push the play. So I can take the guitar out and I can take the bass out, and then it keeps it cool. And I can bring them all back in, and I can do like cool little like stomps, like boom, 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 boom. So I can do really cool things like that. So that's what I typically do to create like tension and resolution in my solos. So I pretty much play the loop pedal to really bring out whatever kind of like solo vibe I'm going for. So if I'm jumping in, maybe, I mean, I change every time, whatever I'm feeling at the moment, but you can see how you want to approach it. So like say you come into the song. So you could jump in and bring out that like core melody that he does. Or you can solo. And that's, you're just vibing at this point. And this is the coolest thing about this pedal, is what I'll do is like, I'll bring the bass out and I'll just get this backing vocal. And then I'm going to drop the blue pedal out, and then I'm going to come in and so it sound like this. And that's all I do. And I like to just rip all over that. So that's all I'm doing on the loop pedal. If you're wondering like, oh, does it sound fancy? It is pretty fancy. And I like to just rip mad solos over the top. That's that natural six. Back on the root note, and then back to that six. And then I just come in on that. Now this is the only thing you guys don't really get to know is that I'll put all the tracks on, and then I'm gonna do like a guitar break where I pull everything out, and then I just do like a solo thing on my own, and then I'll like bring the loop in every now to like bring in a pulse, and then that will usually lead into like a really big, massive shred fest for myself. So the give up. And then that's how I can like pull all the way back and then jump back in and shred. And now if I'm going to end the song, say I like get back in, I've done all my big like woo woo woo. What are they? Like I can try and replicate the John Mayer thing. Stop pulling away less. and then that's how I'll end it. So you can kind of like simulate the where the light is, vibe. But that's how I would approach it, and hopefully that helps you guys, and hopefully you guys are crushing it and you post videos. And if you're part of our free school, like all the courses are free, but to join like the membership, you can sign up for a trial. That one has to be paid. Like I don't want to community manage. It's a lot of work. I want to be playing lots of music, so we try to make it free, but it's a challenge. So so if anyone is wanting to jump in, the membership is really, really wicked. You can get Q&As every month, and you can jump in and jam with us and post your progress. And people all love this music because they like what I do. So if you do learn this cover and you post it, you're going to get a lot of people being like, that is sick. And you can also get feedback from other people if you need help. So hopefully that helps you guys. And that's exactly how I like to do Vultures by John Mayer. So I will catch you in the next video. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else that you see me do in my live streams and things like that you would love to get feedback on, or like a tutorial on, or you're like, how are you doing this? If the course is not in my online school, which in the classroom tab, it's all free for you guys, just save it so you can do whatever you want. If it's not there, let me know. It's either on the way, or I don't know you guys want it. And if you want it, I'll make it. Like, just like for instance, someone this morning, I popped in YouTube comment, hey, can you make a tutorial for Vultures? I was like, of course, man. I'll just sit down. I'll just, we'll just chat about it. And as long as you guys can make it through the video of me not doing like crazy edits and stuff, then everything I know, I want you guys to do, because I wish someone did that for me. All right. I will catch you guys later, and have a good time.